Today on Immortality Now, Dr. Ronald Klatz shares the anti-aging program that he personally designed for his 95-year-old mother Goldie and how it turned back the clock 15 years in just 3 weeks. So stay tuned for the story of Goldie the Wonder Mom and much more today on Immortality Now. Major funding for Immortality Now was provided through an educational grant from Enviromed Sciences. Enviromed Sciences offers exclusive NASA and NSF certified technologies that remove more than 99% of indoor air, water, and surface toxicants. Get peace of mind protection for your home, family, and office. To learn more, go to enviromedsciences.com.
Now, I'd like to tell you about Goldie the Wonder Mom. My mother is turning 95, and she lives in an assisted living facility. And she's getting along fine. She has a good quality of life, but she's not really the way she used to be. And things were going downhill. You know, she hurt her arm a couple years ago. She actually broke her arm, and she was unable to really lift her arm more than this. Okay, didn't have full function of her arm. She couldn't get out of a chair very easily. Had difficulties getting out of a chair, out of a sofa, impossible. She needed to be lifted out of a sofa. She could only walk, 100 feet or so. Difficulty with that. Really couldn't climb stairs any longer. And frankly, she had hearing aids in, but she still didn't hear quite as well as I thought that she could or should. And she couldn't really engage you in conversation as well as I thought that she should be able to, or the way she used to be able to. I mean, after all, she was 95. What could be done? You know, you can't expect more in an individual that age. So I thought. But I was kind of shamed into it because of my position as expert in anti-aging medicine and the leader of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. And so I decided to do a 3-week intervention. So I hired a nurse and a physical therapist and a yoga instructor, and I brought her down to Florida to a beautiful place by the ocean with a heated pool. And I made appointments with friends of mine who were orthopedic surgeons and nutritional therapists and an acupuncturist and an internal medicine specialist and a couple of other doctors. And I put her through the mill. I threw everything at her. I improved her nutrition quality. I gave her IV nutrition. I gave her IV chelation therapy. I had her on acupuncture. I had her on physical therapy once or twice a day. We were intensive about it. Had her in the heated pool, made her swim, made her do rehab exercises, strength building exercises, did everything we could. And amazingly, at the end of 3 weeks, her skin had gotten thicker. The bruising had almost disappeared. Her color had improved dramatically. Her energy levels were improved significantly. Her awareness and cognition was improved. So when she looked at you, she was looking right at you. And it was the first time in the last 10 years, and I was amazed, I was able to have a really in-depth conversation with her. The reality is that she was back. She wasn't this frail old 95-year-old who was at death's door. She was Goldie again. She got out of a chair. She could get out of a chair without assistance, but not just out of a chair. Now, after 3 weeks of rehabilitation, she could get out of one of those comfy, deep-seating sofas without assistance. Not once, twice, 3 times, but 8 times in a row. Before she couldn't climb up a flight of stairs, now she was climbing 4 flights of stairs. Instead of just walking 100 feet, she was walking 4 blocks. She was functional to the point that I haven't seen her since she was in her 80s, since she was 15 years younger. Oh, and her arm, her broken arm, what could you expect? She had a broken arm. I mean, there was no argument about it. And she couldn't do more than this with it. But at the end of 3 weeks, she was doing this without pain. And now she was not inhibited. She was no longer disabled by it. She was able to use both arms completely. She was able to use all of her faculties. And what that taught me and why she's Goldie the Wonder Mom is because she's not 95 anymore. She's 80-something now. She regressed in age by 15 years. She taught me a very important lesson, a lesson that I should have known, but even I didn't know, and that is you're only as old as you allow yourself to be. Until you are in the ground, there is always something more that can be done. There is always functional reserve that can be acquired and improved upon, and aging disorders can be reversed. And mental dysfunction can be reversed. And energy dysfunction can be reversed. And that's what happened with Goldie in just 3 weeks. And not using the most sophisticated technologies either. Using the technologies that are available to everyone in America. And she continues to improve. What does that mean? It means that aging is BS. We can't take it lying down. It means that there is hope for every man, woman, and child for a long and healthy lifespan. A long and healthy lifespan of at least 90 years of age and beyond, here and now, today. But it's better than that. It's much better than that. We have at our disposal 5 technologies, any one of which could overnight change the paradigm of age such that the average individual who applies these technologies could see not just a lifespan of 90 years of age, but a lifespan of 100, 120, perhaps 150 years of age. And what are these technologies? Stem cell therapy. Stem cells are in clinical practice here and now today. We use stem cells on my mom, on her shoulder, and that's why she got such tremendous results. But it doesn't work for everyone, and it doesn't work for every condition. It needs another 5 years of development before we will really have our hands on stem cells such that they will be reliable, and maybe another 2 more years to get from the early adopters into the hands of the practicing physician, and maybe another 3 more years before they're adopted by the general public. But stem cell therapy has the potential to not just heal broken joints and broken bones, but broken hearts and broken brains as well. And this technology is less than 10 years away. Nanotechnology. We can make very small molecular-sized machines. And we are doing that right now that can do anything within the human body, including being a new immune system. Right now, we have small molecular machines that can deliver drugs specifically to where they're needed, to the heart, to the brain, to the kidney, to the pancreas, to the liver, and can deliver anti-cancer drugs specifically where they're needed, exactly in the right amounts and exactly the right time to have maximum effect and cure cancer. That's another technology, technology number 2. The third technology is the new drugs under development. The pharmaceutical companies are currently working on over 700 new drugs that are in the pipeline. Of those 700 new drugs, over 400 of those new drugs have an anti-aging potential benefit to it. Any one of those drugs could change the paradigm of aging forever. That's the third technology. The fourth breakthrough technology, genetic engineering, genomics, DNA repair, and telomerase technologies. These are technologies that actually reach in deep into the cell and reprogram the cell. So we can reset the clocks in the cell or reset the control mechanisms within the cell, the very programming of the cell, so that it performs and acts like a younger cell. And young cells do what? Well, they don't get diseased, do they? It's old cells that get diseased. So we can reprogram the very cells of our body to extend the maximum human lifespan. Soon to be available, certainly within the next 5 years. Again, already working in some early clinical tests. The fifth technology, hormone replacement therapy and cell signaling factors. It is the hormones and the cell signaling factors and the paracrine, the endocrine system, which really are the thermostats and the control mechanisms for the cells that tell them how fast or how slow to perform with regard to metabolism and almost at what age that cell should perform. And so by controlling the energetic systems and the control systems of the cell, we can determine how well that cell performs. Young cells have healthy endocrine systems associated with it, have healthy cell or active cell signaling factors. As we grow older, we lose those cell signaling factors and the cells grow old, and we develop the disabilities and the degenerative factors associated with aging. These can be reversed, and they are working, and they're being reversed now, and it's through the use of these hormone replacement therapies and bioidentical hormones that doctors of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine today are getting some of their best age reversal effects in their patients now. And I'm talking about millions of patients being treated with these technologies here and now today and enjoying the benefits of anti-aging medicine here and now today. But there are 5 technologies, any one of which can change forever the paradigm of aging as we know it. This is the generation that's enjoying the fruits of anti-aging medicine. This is the generation that should enjoy a lifespan, a healthy, productive lifespan of 100 years of age without degenerative disease. For Immortality Now, live long and well, and God bless.
Immortality Now is made possible through an educational grant from Enviromed Sciences. To learn more about how to get living water in your home or to get a free home toxicity test, visit EnviroMedSciences.com. Additional support was provided by Energy Development, better health through non-invasive technology. For more information, go to energydev.com.